Welcome to part 2 of the PHP MySQL login and registration and admin panel. So in the first video we created our register page, and in this video we're going to create our index page and create the session. So I've already opened and closed my PHP tags. So I want to start with the HTML here. So I'm going to put the title of this as login, and in the body we're going to create a form. Action equals index.php, and method is still going to be post. Now we need 3 different inputs, and we are going to create a line break, a name, and a placeholder. So the last one down here is going to be submit. This one is going to be password, and that is fine as text. So the first one, we're going to call it uname. Placeholder is going to be username. Second one is password, so we're going to name that pwd. Placeholder is going to be password. And let's create one more line break and refresh and see what we've got. Okay, so we can go ahead and close off our form, which I think we actually forgot to do in our register page, but that's okay. I will fix that later. Not a big deal. Okay, so the HTML is actually done. Actually, let's create h3 login. Refresh. Cool. Okay, so the HTML part of this is done. Now, what we need to do is we need to start our session. So session_start. And if you do not do that, you will not be able to log in. And we're going to require connect.inc.php. Okay, so now we're going to create our if statement to see if the username and password has been submitted. So if, in brackets, is set $_post. I was going to copy and paste, but we only have 2, so uname, and is set $_post pwd, and not empty $_post uname, and not empty $_post pwd. If it's easier for you, you can just do this and bring these down. I actually didn't need the semicolon there. So we're going to go ahead and check and make sure that that is true. So echo it's there. Okay, so basically it's saying if all of this is true, if it's set and not empty, it's going to say it's there. So we're going to go, username is Zach, and password is password. It's there. Awesome. So now we're going to go ahead and create our variables. So uname equals $_post uname, and pwd equals $_post pwd. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get our information from the database. So we are going to create a variable called getInfo, and that's going to be getInfo equals select star from users, where uname equals uname in single quotes. Results res equals mysqli query query con and getinfo. Row equals mysqli fetch underscore assoc res. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to check, first of all, and make sure that the user actually exists. So we're going to do if mysqli underscore num underscore rows is greater than res is greater than 0. Do that, else echo, we couldn't find that user. Okay, so if we just put in some random information in here, we couldn't find that user. Oop. So now if we put something in with Zach, it shouldn't say anything. Nope, because it found the user. We'll also limit this to 1. So refresh this again. Zach, cool. Yep, awesome. Okay, okay, so here is what we're going to do. So ID equals variable row. See, row is up here. ID. Actually, we don't have to do that yet. We'll do that later. We're going to check and make sure that everything matches. So we're going to create a variable called uname. No, we've already got that. We'll create a variable called database password. So we'll call it db password equals row pwd. Now we create the if statement. If uname equals row uname, which it will because it already found the thing, but I already typed it, so we're leaving it. And pwd equals row, db password. I guess we could have just done it like that. Echo 1. We'll do that for now. Else echo the information you provided is invalid. Okay. So if it works, we're going to get a 1. If it doesn't work, we're going to get you know what, I forgot something. Okay, so we need to do something with password. So pwd equals password underscore verify under that. So under db password. So password pwd equals password underscore verify. Pwd, I might be wrong about this, and then db password. Okay. All right, so let's type in Zach and password. Okay, we got a 1. So now let's type in Zach and some bad password. Okay, I think I spelled that wrong.
Provided.
Anyways, whatever. Now let's enter a username that doesn't exist. We couldn't find that user. Okay, so everything seems to be working. So now we're going to go ahead and delete the echo here, and we're going to go ID equals $row ID $_ session ID equals $ID. So basically what that's doing is it's creating the session, which you need to be able to log in. And then we will do header location dashboard.php exits. And let's make sure that's all hunky-dory. Zach, password, and it should take us to a page that is blank. Awesome. Okay, so that will do it for the login page. For good measure, we'll go ahead and do the SQL injection protection. That's a mouthful. MySQL SQLi underscore real underscore escape underscore string con and that, and then close it off. Sorry if I'm going kind of quick here. I'm trying to keep the video a little shorter this time. So let's see. Yep. Okay. So we are good to go. So let's go back to make sure that didn't screw anything up. So Zach and password. Nope, we're good to go. Okay, so that will do it for the login part of this. And I will catch you in the third video for the dashboard part. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer.